Alrighty, so sorry about the delay in commentary. We've got some of our commentators bouting in the next bout, and they've had to go and have team meetings. So I'm just jumping in here, Rebecca the Wrecker, for a brief moment to let you know what's happening here on track. We've got Shreds for VRDL and Trippy for West Side, fighting it out at the front. Siebes the Day headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. We'll have a look at the stats and everything after this jam and see how the game is going. Alrighty, let's have a look at the penalties. Penalties for VRDL, very few. Equally as few for West Side. Let's have a look at the points. 79 to 22, but still quite good across the board. Just one or two laps each time, and VRDL have just snuck a little bit ahead. But Glory still have plenty of time to make up. We're only halfway through the first half, but it is getting hot. It is getting very hot in here. We've got the fans full force for the teams. Got people on the side fanning themselves. So it's nice on this track. There is a little bit of a breeze. Unfortunately, over on track 2, there is no breeze over there. It's very stuffy in that hall. It's currently 32 degrees. It'll reach 34 degrees this afternoon, right in the middle of Westside versus Banshees. Over on, I think that's on track 1, sorry, and Convict versus VRDL. So got TRV versus Geelong on track 1, and BCR versus Light City on track 2 after this game, in the peak of that heat. So it won't work well for either of those teams, because they all come from except for BCR, everybody comes from very cold climates. So it does seem to be making quite a difference. With the heat, everybody's a bit struggling. Even the commentators are getting sweaty, and the audience as well getting a little sweaty. So our first aid providers, the Deadly Sports Plus, who are providing our first aid and have sponsored the penalty box, have issued a mandatory 5-minute break mid-period, just to try and avoid any heat stroke that may be playing. And I think some of the refs are definitely enjoying this. They're going from one track to the other. Fortunately, they seem to be doing a lot of hard work this weekend, which we should all shout out to the refs. A big thank you for that. Sorry, just got smacked by some paper in the wind over here. Bit of a downside of the breeze is that the mic does not love it. Alrighty, and we are back. We've got Gin and Jukes and Mossy Rocks. And Mossy Rocks is through. Gin and Jukes, though, quickly behind. Cutting through and calling it off. No points apiece. Alrighty, we've got the Tobinator and Club Slamwich, sorry. Although, the Tobinator headed to the Deadly Sports plus penalty box. Having a power jam for the Westside Glory. Club Slamwich going to try and make the most of this through that VRDL wall. She's through for 4 points. Sorry, just having papers fly off the commentary desk here. Getting a little windswept, but not going to say no to the breeze. Alrighty, we've got Shreds and Trippy up again. And Trippy coming out fast to hit that wall. Shreds is right up the inside there. Very nicely done, pushing through those Glory blockers. Trippy finding Jigglypuff just a little bit hard to get past there, but it's now been drawn back. Oh, and Glory doing a beautiful job at holding, doing some lovely circulation. Oh, and out the outside on the toe stops. Very nicely done by Shreds. Trippy finding that that VRDL wall just a little bit hard to penetrate at the moment, with Jigglypuff headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. And Trippy now headed to the penalty box. That's a power jam for Thunder. Trippy is now back out on track. Not quite sure what happened there. That was definitely not 30 seconds. May have come off accidentally. Oh, and Trippy with a nice apex jump at the end there. Beautifully done. Crazy Jackal takes the star. Got Crazy Jackal up against Pulp Fiction. And Pulp is through. Jackie pushing Murray Fury. It's not an easy wall to get through. Jackie is pushing. I just lost sound in my ears. Not at all. Okay. And that's the end of that jam. And I'm sorry if you have lost, you can't hear me. I'm not sure what's there. Little bit of track maintenance happening. It's been a bit of a bane of the existence, this track. This track has had quite a lot of maintenance. There's a lot of tape on tape on tape, a lot of taking off tape to just have one layer. But it does seem to be the same sort of spots that are coming up. I don't know if that's because that's they are common spots right there on before the apex on turn 1, and on the outside here on the edge of turn 2. It's had a lot of tape, but thank you. That sounds better. It's less wind, that sounds better. Sorry, just having a little bit of some technical refinements to try and avoid some of that wind sound in the mic there. Hopefully you can hear clearly. We've got Gin and Jukes and Mossy Rocks. Ooh, that's loud in my ear. Very loud. Can we turn the ear down? Alrighty, that Gin and Jukes is through for lead jammer. Being a bit of a scuffle there, but Mossy Rocks is having to fight it out at the back there. That is a very strong tripod, and we've gone for a star pass, but we've got Liz Vegas taking the star pass, having a bit of as well trouble just trying to get through that VRDL wall. It's nice, strong, working well together. Not sure that star pass was counted. Seemed to be a Glory jammer happening. Can't see the pan. Oh yes, no, Liz Vegas does have the jammer panny in her hand. It was just a little bit concealed. So it was a successful star pass, but she's struggling to get through that wall. And Jigglypuff is making it very difficult, although Jigglypuff now headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. But Liz Vegas not having much luck, despite Jigglypuff not being on track as well. But here we go. We've got Club Slamwich up again for Glory. VRDL are yet to field their jammer. Gin and Jukes is still in the bin, so we'll start with a power jam for Glory. I thought maybe, they're out. They didn't have much to go, so it is a nice a little bit of a power start, even if it's a few seconds. Gives you a chance to get all in offense, but Club Slamwich has made it through, and Gin and Jukes coming up against Siebes the Day, making it a little bit, and Massacre Jones there at the end, making it a bit difficult. Not an easy pass through, but she made it through nicely. Jigglypuff back on track now. We've got Raven Townsend in the box. Oh, Gin and Duke's doing a little bit of an inside, but then we've had a hit out from Mayhem. And it was a hit and a spin hit the ground. So we'll just have a minute. We'll be right back. Just give her some privacy. She hit the ground a little bit hard. So sometimes it's not always the way you hit the ground. It's also how you get to the ground. A spin and then a hit is never good. So you're already disorientated and not able to brace correctly. Have a minute, and we will come back in a moment. So we'll just have a look at the VRDL team while we're dealing with some injuries. We've got Quinby, Pulp Fiction, Maureen, Mayhem, Goosebumps. T is scratched. Oh, and she's up. She's up and she's back. And we are back there. We've got Mad Max, Fury Roll, the Tobinator, Turbo Spicy, Jigglytuff, Katie Chaos, Smackaroon, Shreds, Gin and Jukes, The Beast, PMS has been scratched, Busty, the Vampire Slayer scratched, and Keiju scratched, and Mari Fury. And we are back, and we've got West Side team, Nuclear, Force Out, Trippy Taka, Victoria Beta, Double Whammy, Raven Townsend, Crazy Jackal, Hellcat, Massacre Jones, Bleeder of the Pack, Club Slamwich, Liz Vegas, Intensive Claire Unit, Bashalot, Mossy Rocks, and Siebes the Day. All right, we're just having an official timeout. We've got Raven Townsend still in the bin, with Gin and Duke still in the bin. And I'll just find out what this review is about. Alrighty, so I've just been in and had a listen. VRDL called for a review on the Gin and Jukes, as a high block was given for the hit on the jammer that went down. They thought that the hit was initiated actually from another skater. However, the high block still stands. So the penalty stands. Gin and Jukes will start from the box, and VRDL have lost their official review. All right, here we go. We've got Crazy Jackal up for the power start there. Glory preferring to hold back a little bit. Jiggly Tough there, making it a little bit hard for Jackal to get through. Ooh, that was a bit of a scuffle. Crazy Jackal headed to the Deadly Sports Plus power beam. That was a high block. It's never a good accidental hit, but sometimes when you are quite tall, it's a bit unavoidable. Not that that's an excuse, but there's never any malicious intent behind it. So, and Gin and Jukes is out for lead. That was nicely done. Just threading right on through the cluster pack there. Although everybody is back on track at the end of that jam, so we start with a full lineup, having an official review, official timeout. Alrighty, here we go. We've got Shreds against, I believe that's, yep, that's not Trippy. Oh. Sorry, that was Trippy. That is Trippy. And called it off. No points either side. Well, the points are quite different. Let's have a look again. VRDL are just edging that little bit more, just a couple more points each time. That seems to be making all the difference. It doesn't look very much like a mismatched game. They both seem to be struggling to get through the walls and stuff equally as nice, and that is a beautiful pass for Pulp Fiction. But Jiggly Tough there, making it hard for the Glory Jammers. Ooh, Victoria Beta trying to get the Pulp Fiction, the apex jump, but she managed to hang on to it, so. Oh! And right out the outside, that was beautifully done. Just taking advantage of the distraction there. Star pass for West Side. Victoria Beta taking the panty. But Pulp has called that off. 12 points to 0. It's nicely done there for Pulp. Got Club Slamwich and the Tobinator, I believe that is the Tobinator. Yep. For Jammer, the Club Slamage right there at the front, just taking on Mayhem and Smackaron, but gets through. The Tobinator is gaining speed, chasing down Club. Yeah, they did typo that wrong, but that's okay. I'll make a note. I do apologise, and thank you to the people in the comments on the live stream. I've been saying Raven Townsend, but it's Revan Townsend, which actually makes a lot more sense. So thank you for that. And we had a bit of a typo here, so I'll just correct it on the sheet. And Crazy Jackal up for jam and trying to get through that VRDL pack, but Gin and Jukes is just having a lovely day there, just scooting all the way through. That was a beautiful jam there. Alrighty, and that is intermission. So the intermission, because of the heat, has been pushed to 20 minutes. So we will be back in 20 minutes. Hopefully your scheduled commentator will be back. If not, I may or may not be here. So enjoy your 20 minutes, and I may see you, I may not.
Good afternoon, folks. My name's Nicola. I'm your emergency commentary hologram. I'm going to have a go at taking you through the last quarter of this game, and hopefully I can tell you some cool stuff. So we can take a look at the points differential here. We can see that there's not actually... I mean, you can tell by the score how this is going, really. I mean, from what I have seen, Westside Roller Derby is putting up an excellent fight. Like, we're watching some highly skilled derby. Unfortunately, they're just not a match for the VRDL Thunder team. At the moment, we are in our 5-minute quarter time break, which we are doing due to the extreme heat in the venue here at Darwin Community Sports Stadium. Melbourne could have put on better weather for a roller derby tournament. And it sounds like we are coming back from our heat timeout. And we're back with 2-3 for VRDL, getting our lead jammer. That's Gin and Jukes. But Westside is out now as well. And VRDL calls the jam just before Westside can make their first scoring pass. So that is another 4 points to the Victorian Roller Derby League Thunder. Thank you, Matt. It's my first time commentating. My pronouns are actually she, they. Thank you. So we have Turbo Spicy and Club Slam, which are our jammers, and the lead goes to VRDL's Turbo Spicy. Ooh, nice hit out there on the jammer. Sorry, folks, I'm just going to have to pop off. I have an urgent errand to run. I will hopefully be back for you for the remainder of the game. I'm back again, folks. Just had to resolve a scoreboard issue on the other track. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm working with Maven Mode to provide the live stream and tech for the event this weekend, and that means a lot of running around. So we have a jam underway. It looks like we've had a star pass, and the jam of records is now smack a run for VRDL. No, it's just... maybe that was officiating error. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Westside is lead. Up. It's Crazy Jackal from Westside Roller Derby has the lead. And has made another pass for another 4 points. The VRDL Pulp Friction has just returned to the track, but has taken the star, removed the star, and has returned to the bin again. I'm not sure if it's enough to salvage the game, but this is an excellent jam for Westside. And the VRDL pivot has now returned to the track from the bin. And Pulp Friction has returned to the track again. Crazy Jackal still stuck at the back of the pack. VRDL has got them locked down quite firmly. And that jam completes with 8 points for Westside Roller Derby and 0 for Victoria. Excellent jam for Westside. Official timeout. I'm not sure if this is an official review. It looks like we might have some captains and alternates in the middle there. While we're waiting for them, we can take a look at the penalty boards for VRDL. Fairly low penalty game for VRDL. And I think several of those, particularly on Pulp Friction, were scored in that last jam. Also a low penalty game for Westside. Nobody close to fouling out or an expulsion, which we always like to see. That is, we'd like to see people not breaking the rules. And that seems to be how this game is going. Matt says Westside is the best side. I think we're all just here cheering for Derby today. While we've got some downtime here, it's always good to thank our sponsors. We have Deadly Sports, who are here keeping us all safe, doing the first aid, taking care of the people who may get injured, and hopefully none of us get heat stroke. We also have the live streaming and tech provided by Maven Move, supported by Beardcast. Fortunately, Beard couldn't be here. He's been a great supporter of roller derby over the years, but we thank him very much for his support in putting this event on, even though he couldn't be here himself. Okay, that's the end of that timeout or review. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure what that was. It might have been a VRDL official review. But the next jam is about to start all the same. We have Gin and Jukes jamming for VRDL and Mossy Rocks jamming for Westside, and that's Gin and Jukes out with the lead. Very closely followed by Mossy Rocks. That is a points and call from VRDL. A very stylish fall off the track there. That is 2 points for VRDL and 1 point to Westside. Next jam is underway. The jam is Turbo Spicy for Victorian Roller Derby League and Club Slamwich for the Westside Roller Derby League. That is a fantastic name. I am a sucker for a derby name with a pun. The VRDL jammer, Turbo Spicy, is headed to the Deadly Sports penalty box. And that... We have Mayhem from VRDL really holding Club Slamwich from Westside, but they have emerged from the pack with the lead jammer status. And now come back to the pack on their scoring pass, and have broken through that VRDL pod for 4 points on that pass. Coming back for another scoring pass now. That wall is holding them. Turbo Spicy has also returned to the track and is currently being drawn back by Westside. And has removed the helmet cover. That's a tight pack, lots of jostling for position. And called by Westside. The total of 8 points for Westside that jam, 0 for Victorian Roller Derby League. Turbo Spicy and for Victorian Roller Derby League, and Trippy Tarka for Westside are the jammers in this jam, which is now underway. Oh, that is Trippy for Westside with league, despite the best efforts of the Beasts from VRDL. Oh, that was a failed jump. Not quite. Don't know if you call it an apex jump when it was still on the straight, but it was failed, whatever it was, from the Westside jammer. Westside drawing Trippy back. So VRDL drawing the Westside jammer back. And that is a star pass with VR. Does it? No, it was a star stash for VRDL. Either way, they have now emerged from the pack on their initial pass, but that is called by Westside. That jam was 4 points for Westside, 0 for VRDL. We are now under 2 minutes left on the clock. If this jam goes the distance, it will be our final jam for the game. Oh, pile up there on this jam. With Crazy Jackal from Westside emerging with lead. VRDL jam has now also emerged from the pack on their initial pass. Called by Westside, 2 points for Westside, 3 for Victorian Roller Derby League. Oh, and I'm losing the papers from my desk. There it looks like there will be time for one more jam. Which is now underway. Mossy Rock jamming for Westside. But Gin and Jukes has emerged with lead for VRDL. Oh! Oh! Two jammers made contact there, but called by Gin and Jukes from VRDL. It's a no-score draw, and that brings us to the conclusion of our game. The unofficial final score, 247 with Victorian Roller Derby League and 88 for Westside Roller Derby. Genevieve, I'm so sorry you couldn't make it. That was a very unfortunate cyclone. We have missed all of our people from Queensland this weekend. And thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with me for my very brief first stint as a commentator. We can take a look at the final penalty counts for those of you watching at home. Again, quite a low penalty game. Some skaters with 0, most with 1 or 2. Even fewer penalties for Westside. We're still waiting for the rolling whistle for those scores to become final, but the crowd is approaching the track, waiting for the skate round. So I will leave you there. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for tolerating my first commentary. This is an experience for somebody that does not like to be perceived. Thank you for all of us here our East Coast Clash at Darwin Community Sports Stadium. Thank you to the Deadly Sports Plus team. Thank you to Maven Move and Beardcast. I think that's all of our sponsors for the weekend. Until next time.